go now.
Just kidding. Just kidding. I am tired, and I did name this. I did name the stream "Sleepy Lawyer Live," and I see Joss. Let me move this mic back a little bit. I had it extra close so that it'd pick up my snoring. I see Joss was the first one here tonight because Nick didn't count because Joss says so. I don't know. I've yet to hear a counter argument from Nick. Hello, Joss, and hello, Nick, and hello, Ever 23. It's a husband's birthday today. Well, a happy birthday to the husband of EV23. I'm wagering to guess he is the best husband of EV23 on the internet. Just like EV23 is the best EV on the internet. Hey, Gun Kid, what's up, man? How's everybody doing? Just like, whoa, hold on, that's no good. Wait, how does that sound though? Let me see. On the internet. It's my preview. Hey, Gun Kid, what's up, man? How's everybody doing? Just like, whoa, hold on, that's no good. All right, no, that's too meta. Gotta cut this shit out. No. All right. Because I had, can you even hear the background music? I had technical difficulties today. I've had technical difficulties and everything seems like it's not working right. And right now it's showing like my background audio is barely anything. Here, we'll just see. Maybe that'll pick up. Cyberpunk is sick. You know what? That's hunger for narcolepsy. Brad, you missed my grand entrance. I pretended to be sleeping. I snored into the microphone. It was amazing. Although with the technical problems I'm having, I'm not sure if it worked. The Windows did some updates, and then my camera software did some updates, and by the time I tried to set up my stream, everything was messed up. Don't start with the cashews. Well, Joss, you'll be happy to know I don't even have any cashews. But we do have about 4 bags of these extra crunchy smoked almonds. It's Smokehouse. It's the good stuff. So don't you worry. No cashews. The thing is I don't know if almonds make as good as a prop. They're harder. So, I've noticed a few people in this room playing Cyberpunk recently. I think I've seen both, in addition to Gun Kid, I've seen both Jaws and Nick. At least I've Steam has indicated they've been playing. I actually purchased it. I purchased it a couple days ago just to have it. I still am not 100% convinced when I want to start playing it. Because I'm worried. First off, I don't get like super jazzed for games always, but I've been looking forward to this one for a long time. But I'm of the disposition that if everyone's saying it needs a little more time in the oven for patches to fix, I might play some other stuff instead. I don't know. Bunch of nerds playing Cyberpunk. You don't want to cry if you're... I heard it's even worse though, Gun Kid. I heard the problems are even worse on console. It's the lamest possible game title. I don't know. I don't really have an opinion about that. I mean, Cyberpunk is a franchise that's been around for a long time. So, they had to put something afterwards. 2077? Didn't it, what were past iterations of the RPG, the tabletop RPG called? I don't even know. Hallelujah! Caw and hit the like button. Thank you, Owly. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Okay, so you've seen 3, and that's one thing I've been trying to gauge too, Gun Kid, is a lot of the reports we're getting are for people, or from reviewers who played before the day 1 patch. Though I have heard that even after the day 1 patch, there's... The overall consensus is you can still really enjoy the game, but the bugs are persistent and distracting. But the game is awesome. The game itself is awesome despite the bugs. And some have recommended, if you're not super hopping up and down to play it right away, you might wait a couple weeks. So, I don't know. I'm a little torn. But I'm also just tired. I'm tired. So, that's another thing, is if there's a brand new game that is all super exciting and I come into it and it's kind of like, oh, alright. Do I even feel like playing a game today? I'm fucking tired. Alright, let's see what's up with the Cyber 77 or whatever. It's supposed to be good, right? Did everyone say it's good? Do I really want to play games or just want to lay down? Have a Tums and lay down. You got to the point of knowing literally nothing about the game. You are having a lot of fun. Alright, Joss. Based on Cyberpunk 2020. But is Cyberpunk 2020, is that like the 4th edition Dungeons & Dragons? Where like, there was... Or Cyberpunk 2020 is the most current iteration of the tabletop game. I know that it is based on a tabletop game. RPG. It's funny that you should mention Katamari, Evie. Because on a whim, right before I set up my stream, I had downloaded and installed Katamari. It wasn't in my computer because I was thinking, I don't even know if I want to play a game. Honestly, that's how I feel today. I'm just tired. I'm kind of, and you know what? You know what I think messed me up a little bit? You guys know I don't drink very much, right? But you know, I might have mentioned that on my birthday I bought a bottle of whiskey that I've been very conservatively having a sip here and there. And today we had a virtual Christmas party at my work where we had about 50 people or more, and we did like a trivia game, but we were encouraged like, hey, relax, have adult beverages if you want or whatever. This is a Christmas party. We were getting paid for it. We were getting paid for it too, which is awesome. And so I was like, well, what the hell? I'll break out my little whiskey. And then, of course, like, I had a great time. And my trivia team, we won. But then, right about 5:30 or 6 after I got out of work, I was like, I ate, and then I wanted to go to sleep. That's what happens when I drink now. I just get tired. Just want to lay down. Oh my gosh, Matus. So one might say that you are an actual Cyberpunk franchise fan. And we're not talking about the video games because Cyberpunk, although all the hype is about this game, Cyberpunk's been around for a long time as a tabletop RPG. So, Cyberpunk 2020 is from the 80s? I knew the Cyberpunk's been around that long. When you said Cyberpunk, what a coincidence. Maybe it's no coincidence at all that they've coincided the release of this game in 2020, just to confuse me. Hey, Ashley, how you doing? What's up? How you doing? Good to see you. Is Keith here too? Usually where Ashley is, Keith also is, or nearby. So if he's lurking, hello. Mm-hmm. I don't really give a shit about the Game Awards, Brad. Who brought up, did someone bring up the Game Awards? I'm probably, it goes to figure that I come in here all low energy, but it's a very active chat tonight, so probably gonna miss comments, even though I'm not even playing anything right now. Yeah, you too, Evie. You drink a little, yeah, you get sleepy. I immediately start getting dehydrated. I get a little bit of like heartburn. It's just like, that's one of the reasons I don't drink anymore, is because once I hit my late 20s or early 30s, a lot of times when I drank, I just, like if I drink more, like tonight I only had the equivalent spread out over 2 hours of about 2 shots of whiskey. I didn't have a lot, but even that's enough where it's like it kicks in, and then afterwards I just kind of want to lay down, especially after I ate and I got even more tired after I got out of work. Oh, he's still at work. Okay, Ashley. All right. So does real life 2020 look like Cyberpunk 2020? I don't know if the game is supposed to be like Cyberpunk 2020. Wait, the game is Cyberpunk 2077. Just to make me even more confused. Is there rotary? Something to do with rotary? I don't think anyone really saw smartphones coming. I think that the things that we've become advanced in, they thought we'd have flying cars and laser guns and shit. But the stuff that we actually did get, no one expected, but nobody really would have, like, it would still blow their minds. It's just not what they were looking from the 80s. It's not what they were looking at as being the big technological breakthrough. Just itty bitty computers that can do a million things. Oh, you got Cyberpunk 2077 for your husband's birthday? We have to, well, we don't have like pew pew, like phasers, like Scotty, set the stun, you know, whatever. I don't think Captain Kirk ever commanded Scotty in particular to set something to stun, but you know what I mean. You got Cyberpunk 2077 for your hubby's birthday? Cool. That was my original plan, because it was the last, before they pushed it back, the previous release date that it had was on my birthday. And I took a 4-day weekend. I told my wife, this game's coming out on my birthday. It's probably what I'm going to end up doing for a good portion of that long weekend. And then they pushed it back, and it let all the air out of my tires. Although in retrospect, if it came out on my birthday and it was like it would have been even worse shape than it is now, it probably would have been irritating. Mm-hmm. Whoa! Active laser defense? Does it come out of, like, ships? Like, literally the laser itself shoots the missiles? Or is it, like, just a targeting system? I never heard of that, Gun Kid. I mean, I'm not questioning whether it's true or not. I wasn't aware of that. The laser beam actually does itself causes that ignition to occur? Holy shit. I just remember that satellite thing from Real Genius where it shoots down and you could make a dude sitting in a chair anywhere on the planet just blow up, like just spontaneously combust. It's like a telescope. It's not like, oh, weird, cool. So this is Shasta. I'm not still drinking. I literally had 2 shots earlier and then won a trivia game and then wanted to take a nap. That's been my day. Brad's like, I can ignite small boats. You don't need a telescope laser for Brad. Brad's just like smoking a cigarette, gets his lighter out. He's like, I bet I could lit that shit on fire. So Evie, is your husband playing Cyberpunk 2077 yet? I was actually thinking about playing tonight. My wife was like, you should totally stream Cyberpunk 2077 because it's like you've been looking forward to it for years and you just got it. Tonight's the first night I really would have had a chance to play it. Last night I was just downloading it. I didn't even play. Most nights I don't play games anymore, or if I do, it's very low key. I've been playing Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, which is like a very old school JRPG turn-based type of thing. You want to know the question? Okay, I'll admit the reason we won is because other people on my team were really smart. They randomly assigned it. These were not people that I normally work with. They're all across our like division of the company. They're all people that I recognize, but not people that I work directly with. So the one that I got, there were 2 that I got, but everyone would have got the first one. The first one that I got, that I said before anyone else, was what year was JFK shot? I was like 1963. The one that I got that I was surprised other people had trouble with was one of those name this movie theme, and they played the theme from Back to the Future. And in my little group, I was like, well, that's Back to the Future. We're gonna bet full points on that. I'm 100% sure. I've heard that a million times. And they're like, oh, I don't know, when I hear music like that, I think it must be like Star Wars or something. And I'm like, what? And then that actually, we were behind, and that was the question that pushed us over to win. So, they got all the hard shit that I didn't know, but we were a little behind. We were in second place out of like 8 teams, and it was my certainty of Back to the Future that won us the game. Well, I loved the Back to the Future soundtrack when I was young. I actually, when I was a kid, I bought, it was one of the few, and I don't know why, I think I just really liked the music, and Power of Love by Huey Lewis I thought was super cool. I wasn't that into music when I was a kid, but certain things I heard and I really liked. So I got a cassette tape before I had a CD player. I got a cassette tape of the Back to the Future soundtrack, and it was one of like the 2 or 3 music tapes that I had. I also had Transformers the movie soundtrack, which I thought was awesome. And when I got Back to the Future soundtrack, I played it over and over and over and over and over again for probably about a year when I was like 12 years old. So, yeah. Maybe I was uniquely situated to recognize that song. It could be. It could be that maybe it's not as obvious as other people thought. I was just a weird kid. I had a weird childhood in respect to my relation to the music of Back to the Future. So little did I know that 30 years later, 35 years later, I would win a trivia contest at my job because of it. He's got the power. After all, Stan Bush is said and done. He never walks. You never run. You're a fighter. I don't remember all the words anymore. And then there was the metal Transformers. Transformers, more than meets the eye. Yes, good stuff. Totally into that. Food Brother Pina Contreras. Caw, how you doing, Food Brother? He loaded the update file so he could prepare for it when he got... Okay, before he went to work. Okay. So, yeah, maybe that's another reason why I'm not letting myself get too enthusiastic about it, because I know I'm not really going to have a chance to dive into it very much. Like, I was... You know how I am with games on stream night, too. Where my wife is like, you should stream it and, like, share that with your audience. And I'm like, you know how I am? I'm going to want to... When I play Cyberpunk 2077, I'm going to want to pretend I'm there and, like, nothing else exists. And that's not a good way. So my wife was like, will you just have... She's like, just have your, like, your top... Like, I think she wanted to say, like, to have my mods... like run the chat so that they'll know I'm not going to talk to anyone because I'm into my game. So I was like, meh. I said the problem is some of the mods they're the ones who are going to get upset if I'm not talking to them. It's like if I'm going to stream, it's probably that's why I pick games that are kind of fun to be playing in the background. But I don't like. I don't want to forget about the rest of the world and be in the game. Yeah. Yeah, Brad. See, Brad, you know where I come from. Yeah, but you guys bitched about Battle Brothers for the entire time I played it. It's one of the handful of games that I have made a never again vow on my channel. That never again. I've been thinking about Crusader Kings though. I need to learn it. I need to get to learn it again, and I might actually stream it coming up. You know what I was waiting for, Brad? That has released a couple weeks ago. I was waiting for the customized ruler creator. They had it in Crusader Kings 2, and when I first had access to Crusader Kings 3, they didn't have it. And I was like, well, that sucks. I like to be able to, like, if I stream it, I want to call it, like, the Hawk Dynasty. And I want to have an entire succession of rulers named Lawrence the Fourth, Lawrence the Fifth, until something screwball happened. And, you know, Lawrence got dethroned, or I don't know what happened. He couldn't have kids, so his brother inherits, or, you know, I don't know, something. You've come around on it, Brad? What changed your mind? Well, Brad, I don't remember. Were you one of the people that was really upset about it? You probably were, because I know you have, like, you like games for their gameplay that sometimes they look awful, and most of the people were making fun of that game because they thought it looked stupid, like the graphics were dumb, and I was like, oh. I also wasn't exactly the kind of game that, I don't know if it was a great streaming game to begin with. You lightly joined in, okay, but you sure could have, yeah. You want me to stream it again so you can see why people were so against it? You know what, Nick? It's still there. I didn't tear the stream down. You go back and visit it. Wait, didn't this happen before? And then I was like, here, let me show you. And I did one of my meta where I had my live cam from the current stream as I watched myself playing Battle Brothers. Didn't I do that for you? I can't remember. I thought I did. I know I did a short portion of a stream where we watched my Battle Brothers stream from the week before. So, but yeah, so I was like, I don't think I would want to play Cyberpunk 2077 and just tell everybody like, hey, do you want to experience me playing this game and me just being into it and not talking to you? I'd be like, hey, Nick, Brad, can you tell everyone I'm not gonna talk to them? Thanks. Just answer the questions. Just try to be as G-Law-ish as you can to do whatever I would do to entertain them. I've toyed around with that idea, Nick, but at the end of the day, I mean, a couple times, you know, I had growing pains in this channel where the first year I burned out because I did all my gaming on stream. Because my thought was like, hey, if I'm going to play a game, I should stream it. But then I realized I was missing out on that feeling of just getting lost in a game. I wasn't getting that anymore. I didn't get that for like 4 or 5 months in a row while I was just streaming every time I played a game. So I burned out and I took a month or two off and I played Stardew Valley and I just got lost in Stardew Valley for like a month and a half. It was great. But then when I came back, that's when I realized like, hey, I've got to set some boundaries because I really need my quiet. I'm an introvert when I'm not screaming into a microphone. I need my quiet time where I do my thing, where I'm sort of quiet to myself and I'm living in my head, reading my books or playing a game or whatever it is. You can't zoom in your mouth. Well, that's true. I mean, you could have lots of like a script where you just described zooms in tight on mouth, crunches cashew bits crumbling around lips. You didn't mind the graphics; it was slow and unengaging gameplay. Well, wait, but haven't you always? I mean, you're the one that wants me to. You're the one that wants me to play Crusader Kings 3, and then after I played Stellaris, you were like you've since then said many times, please play Stellaris. That's like a well, you're saying slow and unengaging gameplay. I guess the argument would be made that you consider Stellaris engaging. And Battle Brothers you did not consider engaging. What books am I reading? Joss, if you're still here, you might appreciate this. I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but the book that I've sort of settled into right now is Eye of the World. Robert Jordan. I've been trying to get into the series, the Wheel of Time cycle. I've been trying to get into that series since 1991, and this is the first time it's sort of caught on, and I'm getting near the end of the first book. So yeah, there's slow and engaging versus slow and unengaging. I got you. So what else? I think that's the main one I've zeroed in on. Around Halloween, I was trying to find a good horror book. So it's like I've got a handful of books that I started and they didn't just catch on. And I also just got a new Kindle Paperwhite, which is cool because we had an old Kindle, but I really wanted something with backlighting that wasn't an LED screen, which is if you're gonna decide to start spending a lot of time reading, you don't want to do it on an LED screen as like hey, I'm gonna sit down for 2 hours straight and look at this thing. It's like that may end up happening, but it's not a good idea to plan that as an activity. Shadiversity's new. No, I'm not aware of that. And hello, Skull Sphinx. I know that name. I'm not sure who that is. I'm gonna look that up. But yeah, I jump around a lot when it comes to trying to figure out books and whatnot. Shad bro. Oh, there's a YouTube. That's what I thought he was a YouTuber. That's why I recognize the name. You know what? I don't think it occurred to me that he was an author though. But I'm not that familiar with him. The truth be told. Is that good stuff? Hold on a minute here. Is Evie, are you familiar with this person? This skull sphinx? Yeah, I detect there's a certain familiarity. And I also suspect there may be a happy birthday song, but I must be asked because I don't know for sure if I could be making connections that aren't there. It could be a total coincidence that she mentioned that it's her husband's birthday today. And then someone came in that I'd never have seen before. I don't know. Oh, very good guy. Just wrote his first books. He specializes in medial. Okay, that is I recognize that name. Okay. And I think I've seen his videos before. So, and I guess that would explain why I didn't know he wrote books, because this is his first one. When you said his new book, I thought you meant like, and I can see that I'm looking at his page now. Influences: Brandon Sanderson, Orson Scott Card, Robert Jordan. Robert Jordan and Brandon Sanderson. It's almost like Brandon Sanderson is the evolution of Robert Jordan. Like Robert Jordan laid down the tracks, and then Brandon Sanderson was like, yeah, I'm just going to pick up where you left off, literally and in the genre. But he completed the Wheel of Time, or yeah, no, it's the Wheel of Time is the series, right? I keep getting confused. Is it Eye of the World is the first book, the Wheel of Time is the overall series? Yeah, that's Brad. That's what I get. And I've read Sanderson before. I mean, there's a testament to that. Like, I read the Mistborn trilogy and I couldn't put it down. I loved it. There's that new series he's working on too that I thought was pretty good. But I think I wasn't ready for something that big when I started it. Mistborn, on my first try, I got sucked into it and read the whole trilogy. I still need to read like the spin-off, the additional books that he wasn't going to make a trilogy, that became a trilogy. The Alloy of Law series. But yeah, Eye of the World. This is like my third time trying to get into it, and the reason I've stuck with it is because I was determined to stick with it this time, to give it a chance to catch on. Because I remember the furthest I got was probably a couple hundred pages back when I was in high school. I was a senior in high school. I got maybe 150 pages into it, and I stopped and I thought, what's happened in this 150 pages? And I couldn't, plot-wise, feel like that much had occurred. And then I was like, I don't think this author respects my time, and I'm not going to read it. All right. Let's hold on 1 second here. Whoops. Yeah, you can see I got Shad M. Brooks up on my screen right now, but this wasn't what I was going for. All right. Here's what we're looking for right here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Skull Sphinx. Happy birthday to you. You got Cyberpunk 2077 and I downloaded it and got it updated so to be ready to play. And now it's your birthday and I'm singing to you. Oh yeah. Happy birthday to you, Skull Sphinx. Happy birthday to you, husband of EV23. Happy birthday, dear Skull Sphinx. You're the best husband of EV23 on the internet. Happy birthday to you. I don't know how old you are, but I'm happy and honored to be singing happy birthday to you. I'm glad I could help bring on the new year for you, Mr. Skull Sphinx. And having said that, Here we are back at the welcome screen. Now wait, she'll be like, oh, he just went to the bathroom. He had to go to the bathroom. Could you do it again? I can't. That was my one time. You have to tell him when he comes back from the bathroom, you got to tell him to rewind the stream. Remember rewinding? You do the video cassette, you know. Anyway, it's before your time. But we used to have to rewind the video cassettes. Or if you wanted to see what happened before, you put the rewind button and the tape would go back. That's what he's got to do. Alright. Let me look at all this. Look at all the comments that I missed. Okay, caught it. Yay! I don't know if you noticed, but that was a customized song. I made up those words myself. That was not the original Happy Birthday song. That was my customized version just for you, man. Annervan, how you doing, man? Good to see you. I don't know how long it's been, but it feels like it's been a little while. But you're someone I've known for a very long time. And it's very nice to see you. Alright, let's scroll up. You enter into a dark dungeon. The air is stale and smells strongly of mildew. Echoing off the stone walls, you hear the sound of an underground waterway. I don't know what inspired that to happen. Am I reading? Oh, suddenly a magic mouth appears on the well. The camera zooms in. It was proclaimed, G-Law 2.0! Everyone said, oh my god, Wheel of Time is so great. You read the first book? You were stunned how bad it was. I've been hearing how great it is for a long time. I wouldn't say I ever thought it was bad. It just never grabbed me. It felt too generic. And you know, but what's happened though, and then I've been assured that once it gets going, it's not a generic fantasy. But it felt very generic. It's like people even who love it say he basically reimagined Tolkien for the first 500 pages of the book. What, the Walking Dead of books? Oh. I didn't have a particularly bad impression of the books. I never had a negative impression of the books. But the problem I had was I never felt like the time I was investing into reading it was paying off. I wasn't connecting with it. Yeah. No, Joss said he just came back. And this whole thing I was saying, why Joss will be happy to learn that I've focused my attentions on the Wheel of Time. And that is like, if you're gonna ask me what am I reading right these days, I will say I am reading The Eye of the World. I am reading the Wheel of Time. Yeah, I didn't know that till I started reading it. Although I don't know what the Joss part is, but I know the Sedai. Aes Sedai. It is a birthday almond chew. Okay. Now, sorry, Brad. You know what? This is first time in here. I don't think he needs an almond chew for his birthday. Let's see. Yeah, Hallmark charges $10,000 for Happy Birthday. Not anymore, they don't. They lost out. Were they the ones that were supposedly suing people for singing it? Not no more. At least that's what I heard. Work's been keeping you busy, Anaran, and everything's a mess. You just want to pop. All right, I'm good with that. That's one of the reasons I keep streaming, because I need some comfort. Though my life's, I'm pretty reasonably happy with my life. Even, you know, pandemic. You know, there are things happening that aren't perfect, but yeah, it's very much a riff on leaving the Shire. Well, yeah, and even down to like the, what are those things called? They're basically Nazguls, and they get chased from their home and they're being hunted, except everything's bigger and scarier. So There's already like an army chasing them from the very beginning. But it's very much that like there's something about them that's very like they basically, instead of having a ring, they are the ring. And they're running, and the Dark Lord is trying to find them because the Dark Lord needs to try to use them before someone else figures out how to use them or whatever. I don't know exactly where it's all going, but that's how it feels in those first few hundred pages. Oh yeah, Tolkien's writing. It's very archaic. I mean, I'm sure there are authors that are around from the olden days that maybe did okay dialogue, but my general impression, I mean, I was an English major, all right, my English literature. I read a lot of shit, and generally speaking, dialogue was just not something that was smooth until you get more into like modern writing, maybe the last 50 years. But I do know that there are people who do better than, like Mark Twain, for example. I think does better dialogue than Tolkien. He was around quite a while before Tolkien. I didn't think Dickens was that great at dialogue, though. But no, he wasn't that long ago. But you know, also, I mean, I cut the guy some slack. I mean, I agree with you. I don't think it's easy to get into. I'm going to agree with you there. I really love what Tolkien did, and I enjoy reading Tolkien. But yeah, he's not the easiest to get into. You read The Hobbit, it was good. You haven't read Lord of the Rings. Hobbit's a lot easier to read. So, well, also, like, The Hobbit was written, it was directed towards children. And The Lord of the Rings was meant to be more serious. So, wait, Nick, are you actually like, I don't ever try to push the extended editions to anybody. Has he seen the base trilogy? I generally don't think people need the extended. The reason I like the extended editions is because I like all the bonus stuff, and I like all the commentaries. We came to enjoy all the behind the scenes, seeing how it was made, and it was a epic, monumental undertaking to make that film, and what the people, the actors and the crew and everyone else went through to make that film. Not that it was bad, but it was just like, it dominated their lives for like 3 years. Most movies, you know, you're in for 6 weeks and you're out, and then you're on to the next one. He doesn't watch movies. All right. Well, and then I'm gonna have a hard time being like, hey, have you ever heard of Lord of the Rings? I recommend you watch the extended edition. I really feel like the extended edition is only for someone who watches the regular ones first and liked it enough that they think they may watch it a few more times, and then they're curious to see, like, hey, what more could... This thing was only 14 hours long. What more could they have added to make it even more enriching for me? And they still never added Tom Bombadil, so that, you know. But yeah, there's like 4 different commentary tracks. Listen to all of them. I really like the cast one. There's one with Peter Jackson and the writers. Surprisingly not engaging to me. Peter Jackson's not someone that I don't think I'd want to go to a movie and listen to him talk during a movie. It's just like, well, in this scene we were doing this thing where we were over here and what was it? It was yes, it was. I wasn't quite sure what you know. I don't remember his commentary being that good. The extended editions are for everybody. I love the extended editions. I'm not gonna lie. I love the extended editions. And there was like, my wife really got into them too. And there was a period for like a year or two where we actually would set the bonus discs when we went to bed because we just liked the sound of them talking and the music and the banter. of the cast. The cast seemed like they were a lot of fun. It felt like being there for the making of that, even though it was a lot of work and it was in a lot of ways very grueling, it seemed like it was probably also a lot of fun, and that those people were fun to be around. Tom Bombadil's trash? Oh. What's wrong with Tom Bombadil? He's one of the oldest creatures on the planet. He's the only one in the world who was not affected by the ring. But for that exact reason, he would be the wrong person to take it. It's because he didn't give a shit. He just lost it. And then someone bad would have gotten it. It's awesome, and the extended editions are more Lord of the Rings. No one complains about the new Star Wars movies because people want more Star Wars. I think that a lot of people, I think the average person who's not a diehard Tolkien fan, when they watched the original trilogy, they might have thought it was good. They probably had quite enough of it. I'm someone who's watched the extended versions over and over again over the years. I'm a fan, but I am not going, I cannot in good conscience tell Jaws that's where he needs to start his journey. If you were like actually somehow hanging out with him and you had a lot of time to kill as a fan, then maybe like you could act as his tour guide through the extended edition. The Hobbit trilogy, is that the real gold, Brad? Yeah, that's the general consensus. Everyone's like, Lord of the Rings, garbage. You should have seen all the advances in CGI over the course of 11 years. That's where it's at. It's unlikely you'll watch either version. So, well, the only reason I'm surprised, Joss, is because The Wheel of Time is one of your favorite series. All right? And Robert Jordan, his entire life's work was based on inspiration from Tolkien. He admitted that. But his whole purpose for doing Eye of the World was to try to create what he considered a more accessible, modernized, readable, palatable version of what Tolkien did. Not to retell Tolkien, although initially very much almost was, but to bring that kind of experience into, like, modern terms. Well, Lord of the Rings is a book. Have you... I think people at this point, if they want to get you into Lord of the Rings, they'll try to get you to watch the movies before they'll try to ask you to read the books. The books are a little bit hard to get into, as Brad pointed out. How much do you like asshole dwarves? If the answer is a lot, you can't miss The Hobbit. Yeah, as opposed to the book The Hobbit, where it's just like, there's Thorin, and then there's the fat one, and then there's all the other ones. And their whole job is to just be there. Just, you imagine as they're walking, they're singing like the Hi-Ho song from Snow White, and that's it. They weren't like super combat specialist commandos or anything like that. They were just like, yeah, we're just these basically dwarf hobos that are trying to get back home again. Oh, you did read The Hobbit, okay. Yeah, The Hobbit's easy. Hobbit's definitely a lot more accessible. Mm-hmm. The Lord of the Rings is the real... But, again, a lot of people find it inaccessible. Chevy Guy 21, how you doing? Has it been years? I recognize the name. But, well, it's been years since I had a big audience and I got a lot of views. So maybe it was back then, the golden age of G-Law. Before the advent of... G-Law 2.0! Let me get my nuts out and zoom it. You know what? The zoom isn't... I can't do the zoom, Brad. I can't do the zoom right now because the software that I use to do the zoom is not currently hooking to OBS. I don't know why. It's something I'm going to have to troubleshoot. It just, as I was getting my stream put together before streaming, it's like, hey, we have an update. Would you like to do the update? I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. And then after the update, OBS is like, what camera? What camera software? Because the camera was controlled through Logitech's proprietary software. Right now, OBS is taking direct feed from the camera, and it doesn't get along. You can't control the zoom or all that crap through OBS. You're supposed to be able to, but like Logitech's camera will only let you do it through its proprietary software. If you try to do it through OBS, it doesn't work. So, I don't know. It was one of the other reasons why I almost didn't stream. I was already tired. I just wanted to go to sleep. I was like, I don't even know if I feel like I want to play a game. And then I was like, you know what? I'll just set it up because I'm like this a lot. I'm tired. I work. I'm tired. I'm not always in a good mood. And then once I get streaming, I get like, oh, cool. I'm happy to see it's Joss and it's Brad and I'm happy to see everybody. But then I'm setting up the stream and the camera gets all fucked up. And then I was like, at first I couldn't even get the camera to work at all with OBS. I couldn't get an image. And finally I did, and it's all screwed up. So I had to like reset up each scene. So that, let me see, I think I fixed all of them. There's one where there's the... Nope, I think I got rid of all the... Oh wait, I probably have one. Let me close this. The cam here. Yeah, this is sort of what it looks like. And so I've got to go through all this like, all right, I don't know why it's like that, but then I've got to do this. And if I want to do a zoom, I guess I could do an example of a zoom, but I have to do it like manually. Oh. Here, how much zoom can I do? See how much trouble this is? Although I can get a pretty incredible zoom, though, can't I? All right, Joss. Look the other way, man. G-Law 2.0! Joss, don't look. Oh, this thing's really secured. All right, Brad, are you watching? G-Law 2.0! Get that microphone. G-Law 2.0! How's that? Yep. The worst thing you've ever seen, Joss? I'm not sure I believe that. I will concede that, much like Tolkien, G-Law 2.0's tight mouth zooms while chewing nuts is not for many people. It's not accessible to many people. Brad thought it was really good. Well, you know what else G-Law 2.0 does? He plays the hell is that game? I was thinking Katamari Damacy. He might play that too, actually. Plays Fall Guys. Let me see. I didn't even set up my windows and everything normally. Pop out chat. Check. Got all 8 of my viewers. Check. All right. The opinions diverge on close-up nut chewing. The stream where I had it zoomed in for a ridiculous amount of time was the worst you ever seen. Although, because I was able to manually adjust the frame this time, that was the tightest zoom on my mouth that we've ever had on my stream. It just only lasted 15 seconds. That's all. Thankfully. for you. So, well, I think we've made some conclusions so far during this stream. One is I'm probably not going to play Cyberpunk 2077 during this stream. Oh, that's another thing I was going to say why I haven't been super enthused is because I know I'm not going to have time to really dive into it for a while because we're also going camping this weekend. We rented like a cabin. There's some campgrounds that have cabins. It's going to be a little too cold and raining to do tent camping. That's why we haven't gone camping for a long time. But we finally looked into they're really sort of basic little cabins. It's not like renting a little house or anything. It's like a little building with some beds in it, and that's about it. I don't think there's even a table in there. They have a heater and some beds, and that's it. You don't think I'm going to play anything during this stream? Nick, you probably are. What are your thoughts? Have you been enjoying it so far, Nick? You're already playing? You're gonna make up for it? What do you guys think? Is it a reasonable assessment that it's probably a game I will want to play by myself? You guys knowing me the way that you do? Just yell G-Law 2.0 over again. I keep forgetting you're at work right now, aren't you, Brad? Okay, so you're thinking it's like something to be more like a Skyrim, or that's even how it was with Witcher. I streamed Witcher a few times. I never really seriously streamed it to like I'm gonna play the whole Witcher, but I only streamed it because I'd already played the whole game. Okay, yeah, that's sort of what I was thinking, Nick, and I think that's how it is. I'm glad you're working so hard. I hope I've inspired you. And hey, Ord Chaos, I do like Deus Ex. I have a feeling I'm gonna like Cyberpunk, and that's sort of what I'm hoping that maybe they iron out some of these bugs, some more bugs by the time I do have a chance to really give it a shot, like jump into it. Because I'm thinking probably the following weekend. Although the following weekend I'm playing Dungeons & Dragons again. The D&D games are happening more often than I thought they would. We had I played Dungeons & Dragons last weekend. Originally, because these guys are all actually a couple of them still have kept playing over the years. But one of them, like, not all the time, like maybe every, they're like once a month or something. I remember a few years ago, I brought up the idea of playing online together, and they were like, and then like one guy was like, nah, I just don't have time for that. I've got kids, I don't have time for that. So I was surprised when all of a sudden, when we were doing like a hangout, they were like, oh yeah, let's play D&D. All of them, they're all jazzed about it. And then it was like, I was like, well, how often do you want to play? Because I kind of want to, I don't want to play once every 6 months, but I think I want to like, let's try to get like a 4-hour chunk once a month. How does that sound? That sounds about reasonable. And they're like, oh, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it could work, but that's kind of a big commitment, and that's good. It might be hard to. And now it's like we finish the session, and everyone's like, when can we play again? Oh, wait, I'm free in 2 weeks. Is that too soon? And everyone's like, no, we're all free in 2 weeks. Ryan, is that too soon? Will you be ready in 2 weeks? I'm like, oh yeah, let's play in 2 weeks. Oh, you couldn't get into D&D? Yeah. It's hard to say why you may or may not have clicked with D&D. Because, like, I've played with different people, and I've had games that I haven't liked nearly as much. And it's because different people play different ways. And the experience of playing the game can be radically different, just depending on who you're playing with and how they play. I mean, the basic rule set's the same, but because what happens in that game is based on imagination, or it can be people are just like, they treat it more like a tabletop battle simulator, and that's the main thing they like about it, is just having tactical battles with little characters, and that's their focus. Or some people is about min-maxing, getting those powerful things, and making those powerful, whatever. Our game is very much about, it's more focused on the storytelling and the characters. So we spent a lot of time developing the characters, developing their background, developing their motivations, and which led into the beginning. Like Nick, you played or are still playing? I'm trying to see if you mentioned it, because I saw you mentioned your world. Are you still playing Princes of the Apocalypse? Because that's the module I'm playing, but I had a whole different background that brought them in. And it was all centered around, and in fact, one of the characters' backgrounds I felt like was a good tie-in for the Princes of the Apocalypse. And so I made her a central driving force that got the people going there in the first place. One of the main factors that got them going there. Play once a week as a quarantine before your gaming. 5 days. Yeah, I remember you played it a ton before. But yeah, our game, it almost like we didn't hit combat until the 3rd session. And when we hit combat for the first time, it was almost more of like a, well, now we're having combats. And I still had it, so there was like role playing, and there was like the boss NPC, the Lord of Lance Rock, was who they encountered. And Nick, I pretty much sent them straight to Lance Rock. I don't think I want to. I mean, I gave them options to teasers that they could have gone other places, but I really did not try to avoid letting them go almost directly to Lance Rock. Because there's just so much side stuff, and I don't think I need to have them try to force them to do all of it. So I dropped a couple leads in different places, and they basically ignored them because it didn't sound like anything that their characters would be interested in pursuing. Like I mentioned, we think there may be bandits, and they're like, fuck bandits, who gives a shit? Yeah, no, our last 3 sessions, most of it was Lance Rock. And they were level 1. And they had to leave a bunch of times to rest and recover to go back in. And of course, if they went more than like a day, if they did a long rest and came back, I would have had the necromancer set up, like at least bring back 3 zombies back to life. Yeah, I got a 2070. I've got the description in the description at the bottom. I've got what I've got. So I've got when I bought this thing, it was a bit more cutting edge, but it's still pretty top. I would consider a topper end PC, but not top. I've heard people with PCs, like mid-range PCs, have been able to run it fine. I have heard that. It's just if you want to crank up ray tracing, like ray tracing, you have to have, I think, a 2000 series NVIDIA GPU. But the game still looks fantastic without it, is the reports I've heard. You don't have to have the top settings for the game to look good. They may not even give you the option, Jaws. A lot of times the way settings are these days is if you don't have a graphics card that can support it, they won't even let you try to turn it on. But I wouldn't know, I haven't looked. Because I think ray tracing is a technology that wasn't featured on cards until the NVIDIA's 20 series, so. I think my PC is still pretty good. Yeah, I would agree, Brad. But I just know they're in the 3000 series now. People are like, oh, I got my 3080 now, my 3080 Ti. It's like, well, I don't have that. So if someone says I have a top-end PC and they mean that, then that I do not have. But I basically had like the next to top end as of a year ago, next to top end graphics card, like the 2080, and I have the 2070. But there's TI and all that other crap too. So maybe a couple steps down. I think I had like the top consumer CPU that you could get, the i9 90 whatever it is. Anyways, it's very reasonably good PC. I've been happy with it, except for the one time it just blue screened on me. I got very nervous. only the people who, the scalpers. GTX 980 is a pretty impressive card. Well, see, I had, my last card was a 1060 3GB. But my last PC, when I built it, I forget what it was. It was a 7870. It was an AMD. Radeon or whatever. I get confused with those lineups. 7870. It was good, but it was loud and it was hot. That fan was loud as shit. It sounded like it was an airplane hangar. It's crazy. But, okay. So we've ruled out Cyberpunk 2077. But yeah, how much more was the 980 Ti? I would imagine those two letters probably increased the price by 65%. Sorry, I just realized I still had my heater was on and it's getting a little warm in here. We haven't ruled out baseball, but you know how sometimes I feel like baseball is a little bit of a commitment, Brad? I wasn't even sure I was going to play games. Hey, Lapis Lucas. Happy Hawkmas. Katamari. I was leaning towards either Katamari or some Fall Guys, probably. Trying to think, was anything else? I was also considering I could do like a couple runs in Bomber Crew. That was another one I thought I might play. I thought about doing Black Flag again, but I think I'm Assassin's Creed Black Flag, but I think I've played that out. I think I'm kind of like, I had fun with it, but I had enough of it. I'm gonna have to go revisit it in a few months because I had enough. You do the same stuff over and over and over again. Even though the story, the reasons you're doing this, or the context changes, what you're doing is like the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. I don't know if I'm up for a horror game. Want something? I'm feeling very cash tonight, Lapis Lucas. Very cash. Almost didn't stream level of cash. Almost wasn't sure I wanted to play any game at all, kind of cash. Yeah, you could vote. Katamari or Fall Guys. Okay, well, I'm glad. See, that's why I bring it up. Because I thought maybe you're like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, Bomber Crew was sweet. We loved that the best. A Fallout's a huge, beefy game. No, I'm looking at light, you're in, you're out type of games. No epic 120-hour games for me tonight. And horror games. I actually thought about Outlast briefly, but the only other context of, oh, this is the first year I didn't play Outlast during October. Then I'm like, nah, I don't feel like playing a scary game tonight. Too much. Play a mobile game? Well, you know, Fall Guys feels kind of like a mobile game. Oh, Goose Game. All right. Oh yeah, Witcher 3, including the DLC. There you go. Let's see. Here.
45 seconds of gameplay.
Goat Simulator I saw in my library, and it actually crossed my mind, like, that could potentially be like the kind of goofy sandbox, don't give a crap kind of game that I would have fit into my options. I don't have it installed right now though. What is QWOT? I got my Uber Eats. That's what I had for dinner after I had my whiskey, and for some reason I was craving Taco Bell bad, so I got Taco Bell. Okay, well, you gotta go to bed. It's all right, Evie. It's like 11 o'clock where you are. You hang in there, Evie. I hope you're okay. I know everything's getting nuts now. Working a public job's got to be scary, so I've been thinking of you and hoping everything has been okay with you. But you have a good night, Evie. Again, to your husband, happy birthday. What was it? What was his name again? I have to scroll up because I'm terrible at remembering names. I know it was something to do with the Sphinx. Anyways, have a good night. Got chicken wings. Skull Sphinx. Okay, that's right. I knew it was something Sphinx. Ah, there's Nyx. Just booted up Cyberpunk. Remove Steam names from Fall Guys to avoid offensive words? I never had my own name. Great Green Muffin? Before I was just Fall Guy number 2357627. Now I want to see about randomly generating names. Let's see, what else? Oh no, but I got rid of the muffin. Soup, perfect, relaxing, and sweeper. I'm just gonna go through a few. Goofy boss chaser. I mean, they all have a certain charm. Gifted major puppy. Okay. This is pretty good. Fluffy beaming lemon. Blastfall yeeter. Joyful sliding sponge. Sounds offensive. Infallible good acrobat. That's not me. Chick thinking superhero. Chick. Smart stomping shark. Clever vibrant charger. Perfect sneaking witch. I just do this all night. Mega charging elf. It does hang. Does it hang dong? I've heard that. Goofy raring kitten. Second evil penguin. But evil is not. You know, I want to bring dignity and kindness to the game. Dramatic chilling tea. I kind of like that. Yeah, why the hell not? Dramatic chilling tea. I don't even know what the other shows are. I'm running with this one though. Right, Chauncey? Yeah, you eat the F out of those seeds. Enjoy it. This is a pretty good remix, isn't it? That flute is really bringing out the feels.
G-Law 2.0!
There you go, Brad. The dong smacks you as soon as you start. I heard that was a glitch, wasn't it? No, working as intended. What do you mean, is it a dead game? Oh, did it take a long time to load? Is that what you mean? Alright, now I don't remember how to grab or do any other shit. Jump. I think I remember how to jump. Oh. Ah! Go! No, bitch! This is not a great opening. Oh no! Oh. Nope. Why were they whiny about it? I paid no attention. I paid no attention. I don't even know what season 2 is. I assume it's for people that play a lot that need slightly refreshing of content. But for someone like me that's played a grand total of 4 hours since the game's launched, I don't think the season system is anything that I'm that is directed towards my playstyle or my awareness. Gamers are the worst. I should change my channel name to The Sleepy Lawyer. Oh, what's this channel? That's this guy. He's sleepy. He's a lawyer, by the way. That sounds awesome. Is there a way I can donate so he can make more content? Hey, I got pushed. No, I'm not good at that either. Yeah. Can I run across this? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just gonna wait now. How do you get over that? Nope, that's the wrong way. Fuck. Yep. Here's me not knowing how to play. That's okay. I can fail. It's alright. There, see? I shouldn't do that, though. Oh! How do I dive again? Like this? 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 Alright, that's how I do it. Okay. There we go. Look at all this jumping I'm doing. Ow. There, I dove, Brad. Oh, and then I did that. Alright, can you jump over that fucking thing? I'm just learning how to play, Brad. Hey! Wow. Nope. Yep. That's why I never get good at this game. Because I'm always about 30 seconds away from rage quitting and not playing for another 2 weeks. Damn it, that dude keeps pulling on me. I'm like the last one, huh? All right, let me catch up with the comments of Brad telling me why I'm a terrible person at this game. Branding has made a leap to GLL 2.0. Change your name to that. Oh, you're talking about sleeping lawyer. Okay, I'm learning to dive. Good going eliminated. That's hurtful, but I don't think it's meant to be hurtful. Maybe it is. Brad, should I be hurt? Or should I take that as enthusiastic encouragement whether I fail or succeed? Just because I'm trying and I'm doing my best. I still haven't passed an initial stage, have I? I've not gotten through one stage yet. Oh, nice, Joss. Hopefully it's not cold and stale. I should not be hurt? Okay. At G-Lot 2.0. Okay, Brad. Wait, where am I? Oh. I wasn't in the game. That's why I'm like, hey, how come I can't spot my dude? I thought I'd gotten out in time. Chauncey? How are the seeds, Chaunce? They're good? She looks like she's sleep eating. Was that above my skill level? You have to build up your skill to be able to approach those entry-level maps. Right, Chaunce? Wait, it's the same one. Isn't this the same one? There, I'm doing that jump thing, that dive thing. I'm getting better at it, Brad. Alright, look how much better I'm doing this time. Oh no! No! Alright, I think I'm already in last place again. I think I had it, and then I lost it. I lost my mojo, Brad. Oh! Son of a bitch. I was doing so good for just a moment. Alright, so the idea for me is just to not ever be on the platform when that thing is on the platform. Oh no, I didn't follow my own advice. Okay, there's gotta be a way to survive this thing if I have to. Okay, I can, it's just not easy. Nope! Hey! I made it, Brad. Oh, look at those idiots. Don't even know how to play good. Stupids. Wow. I remember when I sucked just like they did. Man, get good. I feel like some of them weren't even trying to make it. They're just there to troll other people. Alright. Alright, Chauncey. You alright, Chaunce? Alright. The weirdo. Yeah. See what you're doing over there. She's not doing anything weird. I just tell her that. Yeah. Because she just likes the attention, huh? Even if I call you weirdo. She's still sitting on her eggs all day long. And when she's not sitting on her eggs, she has extra high velocity projectile poops. So that's why you don't get to sit on my shoulder. When you're in your, for some reason, 8-month-long spring egg laying cycle. Eh? You guys. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Oh no, I got hit. I got hit. Ow. All right. Nope. 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 Oh, that worked out. I don't know how no! I forgot the dive button again. Wait, am I in last place? How did I get so far back? That sounds like, how did I get so far back? I got back like to almost the very beginning. Was that the very beginning? Bunch of bullshit. Maybe, is that the sort of thing that they do to people that they don't like season 2? You regaled your wife with the story of when Chauncey escaped. The free conversation brownie points. Ooh, I got romantic. Yeah, I was just remembering the other day when Chauncey did she did her escape thing. Which ironic because she didn't mean to escape. For her, it's the most terrifying thing in the world to not be in her environment. She got startled and uncontrollably flew into an area that scared her. I should probably fall off things a little bit less. I agree, Brad. That's a really good sort of baseline strategy I should consider moving forward. You always poop really far, even when you're on your eggs? Well, that's where I think Chauncey, it's one of the only times that she refrains from pooping is when she's on her eggs. I don't know what the instinct is, because, I mean, when she's not in egg laying mode, she's a crap machine. It's like every 20 seconds all day long. But when she's on her eggs, it's like she gets off of her eggs and she comes up for a snack or a stretch. And the first thing she does is she'll sit there for like a minute and a half, like going, and then she's like, okay, go wait, it's not happening. And you see her straining, and then all of a sudden you hear, boom, and there's just this like projectile thing. Not that you guys need any more detail than that. I might have gone too far already. But suffice to say, I don't want her on my shoulder when that's happening. The Binding of Isaac strategy of not getting hit by things. So see, you have a lot of experience of not getting hit by things. It's a new concept to me, Brad. Nope, that was wrong. Oh, that kind of worked. No! Yay! And someone even tried to tug me back, but I didn't fall for it. I made it. Dramatic chilling tea. Yes. I'm always surprised when I succeed in this game. Oh. Good old Fall Guys. So is Fall Guys not the next Fortnite anymore? Or is it still? I haven't been paying attention to what's hot these days. It's probably all Cyberpunk 2077. Everyone's trying to play. Like, I'm gonna stream Cyberpunk 2077. I have no idea what the fuck I'm supposed to do here. Something to do with eggs. No. What am I supposed to do? Alright, that looks like about it. Oh. I'm assuming it's putting these things down in this place is what I'm supposed to do. Uh-oh, someone's waiting on us. Go down, bridge. Who's got all the eggs? Yellow? I'm gonna take your eggs. Excuse me. I'd like to go up now. Oh no. I think those golden eggs, maybe they're worth more or something. No. I really don't know what the hell I'm doing right now. I just know this is like a clusterfuck of egg stealing going on in here. Alright, well, I qualified. Hey, 3 points. That's a safety, that's a very vast margin. I hope. Congratulations, Joss. For some reason, I always liked the idea of science, but I was never good at actual science classes. I was good at mathematics, but for some reason science, I'm not sure if it was the way it was presented, or it was just, I don't know. Never really caught with me. Well, those are some big old bananas. Wow. All right. Was that was it? Oh. I guess this is because there's not that many people left. Well, chemistry in particular I had a hard time with, but I always felt like, I remember, like, biology I was okay in, but I wasn't that into it. And chemistry was the first time I had a hard time, like, having it sink in. Like, I was just like, yeah, I know if I just sit here and, like, memorize all this crap, I'll be able to learn it. But memorizing stuff doesn't come... I'm not somebody like with a photographic memory that just remembers everything. I've got to work for that. If it's not something that... It's just like, here, memorize this table of these letters and numbers. Have fun, it's chemistry. Alright, what am I doing? I have to walk through these rings, huh? I don't really know how to get through all these rings. Hey, I can get through this ring. Get up! Go through the gold ring! Fuck you! Fuck you, gold ring! And fuck you for going through the ring. Oh! Hey! Hey, hold on now. Hold on now! I'm not good at jumping through rings, turns out. Have to dive through it? Hey, yeah, that worked. Oh well. Yeah. Well, already, in the 15 minutes I've been playing, I've gotten better again. Although I've also come equally close to rage quitting. Oh, I forgot to quit the game before the damn loading screen. I wish if you just eliminated, you had to opt in, rather than you just automatically get shuffled to the next one. I want out of here.
Sheila 2.0.
All right, we'll do one more. Yeah, and that's the hard part, is the further you get, the more difficult it gets to pass the levels. So, I almost don't like that. I just want to do a series of ones where I can win over and over again with 60 other people. Some of whom, maybe statistically speaking, are likely to suck more than me. This is a bit of a waiting. There's a little bit of wait. Okay, there. Then it like fills in the last half. All of a sudden pops in at once. That was some bold running down the middle. I just saw that, Brad. What's with the fuzziness? Is that supposed to be depth of field? Or bloom? I feel like some sort of setting I need to adjust. Hey! Do. Now, it feels like I'm doing good, except I see 40 people in front of me. Oh. Make that 42 people in front of me. Ah! Get your balls out of my face! Was going down the middle not the optimal strategy, Brad? Alright, maybe just one more. It's one of those games. It's the maybe one more kind of game. Right, Chauncey? Wow, you've been not on your eggs for like 15 minutes now. Welcome back to real life. Okay, there's more coming at you in the middle. Oh my. I still need to put laundry away and stuff too. Because we gotta be packed tonight so that we can leave right after work. So, yeah, I'm probably not gonna stay on too much longer. But I didn't have a good excuse not to stream. That's why I had a Sleepy Lawyer stream. I was this close to just laying down, writing a tweet and saying, I'm tired. I'm not gonna stream this week. I'm tired, too tired. I think the Sleepy Lawyer stream was a brilliant compromise. Just, yeah, one more Fall Guys and then just a quick 18 innings of baseball. Oh, of course. Of course I did. Oh, I remember this bullshit. Nope. Hey. Get off of me, you idiot. Again, if it weren't for the other people making this complicated, it'd be much easier. Always. Okay, well that was not anyone's fault. So wait, if I fall off, I've got to go through both of the damn pillars again? Don't. Ow. Ow. Hey, I'm almost gonna make it. I was number 42, baby. Staying up all night is a nice compromise. I have a feeling I'd be in trouble with my wife because I'd be tired when we go camping. You're like, how come you're in a bad mood and you're not into this at all? I'd be like, Brad convinced me to compromise and just not sleep last night and play Crusader Kings. Because Brad, when you propose that, there's a small part of me that wants to do it. I'm like, yeah, I should probably go to sleep soon because I'm tired and I have to wake up in the morning, but wouldn't that be kind of fun just on a whim? Just stay up all night playing Crusader Kings 3? Just do it. Yeah, don't fall off. I thought you said don't get hit. Did you also tell me not to fall off? I don't remember that strategy. Why you guys gotta be all pushy and shit? it's this bit again. This is where I messed up and they made me start at the beginning again. Was it this one? Oh no, I don't remember this shit. Oh. Nope. Bullshit. I'm not even go that way. Fuck that way. That way can bite my dick. Okay, this way is biting my dick. It's all biting my dick really hard. Fuck you! It was my decision to try to go up the middle ramp again that would be responsible for my failure. That's what it was. I'd be in a good mood from hanging out, from getting no sleep and hanging out with Brad all night. playing Crusader Kings 3. Well, that's the thing too, is actually getting into Crusader Kings 3 is the type of thing that's going to require me to like basically clear a calendar day so I can sit down, not feel rushed, play around with it, play it long enough to understand what my actions, what kind of ramifications they have, that sort of thing. So maybe the only real time I got to do that is just not sleeping one night. Maybe that's the only way to pack it into my schedule. Oh, I didn't get out of this thing. I don't want to watch. All right, just one more. Hey, Stone, what's up? Welcome to my Sleepy Lawyer stream. That's where I'm not sure I want to be playing games, but I'm doing it anyways because, yeah, it's all right, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm only gonna play one or two, maybe one more. And then someone comes in and is like, play Fallout. It's like, that's a big game. A big game. Blake is playing Cyberpunk 2077. Is that Blako? There's a few people I'm friends with on Steam that I don't know who they are. Some of them I met randomly in Dead by Daylight. Others are probably people I met on my channel over the years, whose names do not reflect what they call themselves on YouTube. I have one pending invite that's been sitting there for like a month, and I'm not accepting it because I'm like, well, I don't know who that is. Number one, baby! No. Number one, baby! I'm carving trails. Oh, bitch. Look at me, I'm gonna be the third place. You think I'd take over all of Europe in 8 short hours? You know, I'd had like 40-hour campaigns where I just barely like completely took over Ireland. Oh wait, I got through that one. I'm like, wait, how do I get the fuck out of this? So I don't have to be a spectator, but I actually passed on one. Yeah, it's pretty good, huh, Brad? Pretty good. No! No! Back to the beginning again, no! Alright, I made it. Oh. Oh. Oh no, there's swirly things coming up. Fuck you! Nope. No! I don't like this one. Nope, I don't like this one at all. Hey, AWOL, what's up, man? No! Fuck! I gotta start all the way over again. No, this isn't gonna happen for me. Fuck! I think Brad, I'm trying to remember, Brad, what was it you were saying to me a little while ago? What kind of strategy you were offering me? Which I'm not doing. Something about not falling off. Oh, like that. I just jumped right off. Like that was the thing. Like that was a way to win. Oh no, then I got eliminated. I'm the new king of Fall Guys. I haven't played in a bit either, AWOL. Yeah, I feel like I've tried to make more conscious use of dive than I ever have before. Oh, I forgot to exit out, so now I gotta wait through the... Just let me know when I can leave. What? No, still can't leave. Ooh, I got crowns. Alright, you know what? Just one more. Or just do one more, Brad. You gotta switch your living room. Oh, I thought you meant like a Nintendo Switch. I was like, oh, okay, that's an interesting way of putting it, but so you can take more than one device. Here, there. Alright. Oh, I'm sleepy. I'm a sleepy lawyer. Oh yeah, you chose the oldest device you own. Alright. It's a respectable speed for 2005. Or maybe 2010. Ooh, a gig? Now that sounds rather impressive. Alright, I remember this one. My memory of this one is not too hostile. Alright. I mean, the little... I'm probably gonna fall right the fuck off here. I mean, that's kind of a given. Yeah. It's kind of going all right. This is not so much. Bitch. All right. Bitch! Don't push me! Don't push me! Don't pull me! Don't do it! Be polite, people. Remember, polite. Gotta be polite in this game. No pushing, no shoving, no grabbing. Just respect my space. That's what I'm trying to bring to the game. It's a little bit of dignity, that's all. Do I need to clean my... Nope, that's the way the graphics are now. Yep, I like cutting it close because it keeps it interesting. That was my plan all along. Was that a trophy that I got? I don't know. Like something. I just know constantly I get little points, a little this. I don't know what any of it means. I guess I could probably buy more skins. Maybe I get like a hot dog costume or something. Oh no, it's one of these with the balls. I'm yellow. Yellow balls. No. No, you guys. Nope. We're fighting each other, boys! No! Nope. No! Oh, how quickly the tides can turn. Alright. Food de Fila Contreras, and not tonight. It's one of those games that I, in theory, would like to play, but I need to play with other people, and I don't feel like arranging that. No, Siri, I'm not talking to you. Stop it. But I have a passive interest in playing that ghost hunting game. It's still there. But tonight, I'm just gonna play one round of this and then go to bed. My ambitions are pretty small scale for this evening. Although, depending on how I'm feeling, I might play one more match. And then maybe a quick 18 innings of baseball. And then I'll stay up all night playing Crusader Kings 3. Nope. Nope. No, fuck this. I'm having a bad time now. Nope, I lost. Fuck. Nope. So close. Just a 100% Cyberpunk before bed. I almost want to play still Katamari Damacy, but you have to skip past a bunch of intro stuff, huh? Yeah, I'll just play a little Cyberpunk. Just finish it off before bed. I could play SnowRunner. I remember everyone seemed to really like SnowRunner. You don't have to get one win in Fall Guys. Wow, that's loud. Alright. Dude, this is not working. It's not working. Chill. Alright, it's not working. Why is it not working? Katamari Damacy, why are you being weird? Maybe with my new updates, I can't play this anymore. AJDL to select? What the fuck does that mean? Alright. Now I'm starting to get pissed off. Nah, it's just not working. But now I'm irritated. Why is it not working? No. Alright. Well, I'm not going to play that tonight. Huh. It took all the wind out of my sails. Well, might as well. Let's get this in real quick. Just gonna have a quick... Okay. Check this out. Just a really quick little round. Could it be Dead by Daylight? Or will it be something Brad will enjoy? Or is OBS stopped working with games? A mouthful of almonds for quick pick-me-up? It's starting to look like OBS just doesn't like games anymore. This is kind of soothing. This is almost better than sleep. Maybe you're onto something, Brad. Who needs sleep with these lovely green hills and the soothing music? Although loading screen is a bit long. I have For the King. I think one time I tried to convince my wife to play it and she wasn't interested, and so I have not launched it since. Is it good? It seemed like my impression was it was Eh. That was sort of my impression. The little dabbling I did with it was, eh. Schedules can be hard, but that's a game I probably would play if someone wanted to play it. But it's not a game where I'm like, fuck yeah, for the king. That's some fucking awesome shit I gotta play right now, as soon as I can. How do I go back? Oh yeah, it was. I need to be an Irish person. Definitely Munster. I'll be the petty king of Munster. Because I like the Munsters. I like... Is it Munster? Is that cheese? Or is it Munster? Anyways, I like cheese too. He looks young. Oh, I see how it is. It's a lady. Here, we're gonna make him reminiscent of. Wow, the character creator is a bit more robust than what I'm used to. Munster. Yeah, I think so. It's good stuff. I kind of want some cheese. You know what I've realized? This is way too fucking overwhelming for me at 10 o'clock at night. I was just about to do it. Sorry, Brad. I don't think this is in the cards right now. How's that going? Let me get this in. Well, I'd like to thank you all for being with me here again tonight. We've graduated from G-Law 2.0 to G-Law 3.0. As you know, G-Law 3.0 is much more refined than past iterations of G-Law. We're here with a special kind of magic, a special kind of experience that we have together. You and I, and sometimes other people, their husbands, I sing them happy birthday. You never know what's going to happen with G-Law 3.0. It was... The loading screen was awesome, Brad. Why do I have weird icons all over my... I have Assassin's Creed icons all over all of my icons. Something has gone majorly haywire. Peggle. I think I have Peggle. I remember liking Peggle. I got Peggle in like 2005. I still have it on Steam. Yeah, Peggle Deluxe. I also have Pac-Man. There's a Ubisoft. Yeah, that's really weird. Here, I'll show you. I don't know if you can see this stuff. But like everything... Where is it? I think it's like this Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Assassin's Creed Origins. Everything has got those... I don't know. That's not supposed to happen. That's not okay. La da 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 da. My taxes filed. Do I have one of those? Though a couple of them, like Diablo, for some reason has the Morrowind icon over it. So does World of Warcraft, and Cyberpunk's got a Morrowind icon on it. I don't know what the hell's happening. It's not normal. I'm not too worried about it. Did I ever take over my text files? I don't remember what that was. I know I've cleaned up my desktop a little bit, probably since the last time I showed my desktop in any detail. I don't remember what was on it before, if it wasn't game related. A W2 PDF. Oh, that was probably when I was I got converted to a full-time employee at my job. It's probably while I was going through the formalities of submitting paperwork. Because I started because I had created an account, I think on my own PC, but then at a certain point I need to migrate everything over and do it from my work PC to use my work email and all that stuff to my laptop. So I don't, at this point, don't do anything work related on my personal PC. Another game that you want from me won't install? I have no idea what would cause that. What's the game? Maybe, although installation errors are not typically associated with graphics card. Unless it was something like you had a graphics card that just didn't support DX10 or something. Oh, Psychonauts, that's old school. Maybe it's old enough that it's having trouble. Are you on Windows 10? Certain games, you get further enough into the future and they stop, you gotta trick them into working. I don't know. There's almost always a way, if that sort of thing happens, to make it work, but it involves Google searching. It involves goggling. And so sometimes I just go, fuck it. What was it? I wanted to play Jade Empire. I've been thinking about playing Jade Empire again, because it's one I've always meant to get around to playing. And I was looking at Steam, and I bought it on Steam forever ago, and people are saying like, oh yeah, this doesn't work on Windows 10. But if you go in here and you install it, and you go to the INI final, and you download this thing from this website, then you can make it work. And then I looked on Good Old Games, on GOG. They had it on sale for like $1.99. And everyone's like, oh yeah, this is like, this game is on GOG already patched up to work on Windows 10. So I was like, well, fuck it. I don't want to deal with that bullshit. So I was like, there was a point I kind of wanted to play it. I've been feeling RPG, but I settled in on Legend of Heroes. Trails in the Sky. That's sort of the game I've been playing in my spare time. You guys familiar with that at all?
45 seconds of gameplay.
And I play it on my controller. I've been playing more controller games. No, I don't want to update now, bitch. I'm getting that syncing error. Well, I bought Jade Empire, like, I don't know. I bought it like 12 years ago. I just only thought about playing again recently and started reading where people are saying Windows 10 doesn't work anymore. Well, it seems like my my Xbox controller just isn't working right now. All right, well, that's why I couldn't play Katamari Damacy. That would explain it. Here, let me try something. Let me try turning Steam all the way the fuck off. Maybe see if it works now. Nope. After I updated my Windows, did my Windows update, Windows no longer acknowledges my controller. Well, fuck you too. I'm in chapter 1. That represents, well, it says 20 hours of gameplay, but at least probably 10 of those hours is when I left it on when I fell asleep one night. Have you played this, Brad? I'm assured that it is awesome. Why is... I can't even... Okay, I think something's screwed up on my PC right now. Oh, I can use keys. Let me see. Do I have a configuration? I guess it doesn't do WASD. 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 I think I was trying to play this on mouse and keyboard, though. Trails... Do I have it under T? Trails in the Sky? Yeah. People kept saying you got to get at least through chapter 2 before you really sort of get the level of storytelling there has, but so far I find it a little bit irritating. How do I spin the... Oh, it's the mouse wheel. Okay. Yeah, this is one game I really like playing on a controller more. But I've been kind of enjoying it. It's a little bit grindy, but it's probably a little more grindy. It's probably more grindy. I'm playing it more grindy than it needs to be because I just keep fighting everything that I come across. Oh no, that's happened to me before, Joss. I found it like a few doors down a couple times. Like let's say my apartment number is 123, and then I would look and see it was at 132 or something like that. Nope, this definitely... I have a feeling whatever's going on with my computer is going to, with my not getting along with controllers and other shit, probably a restart is going to take care of. Maybe it'll even fix my camera issue, too. Yeah, we go to the Bracers Guild. Oh, is that our... No, is that the, that's the church. Hey, buddy. Or I guess that's... The Sky Bandits. Who'd ever thought they'd be fearless enough to pull off a crime like this? Alright, there's a lot of talking in this game. Speaking of Lord of the Rings, well, we were talking about it a couple hours ago. A couple of commenters have said that this has more written dialogue than the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy. Just this game, the first chapter. But the problem is, dialogue is not particularly inspired. But I mean, maybe it's like on par for JRPG dialogue. Alright. That's enough of this. Hopefully, once I'm done with all this for the night, and I restart my computer will work again. I won't have weird icons everywhere. My peripherals will function normally again. I don't know what the hell's going on. There we go. Welcome back to G-Law 3.0. Sleepy Lawyer stream. Yeah, no, the volume of dialogue is not necessarily indicative of a quality product. It's comfortably in the middle. Okay. So, well, the thing that kind of intrigues me about it, the thing that I like about it, if I end up becoming somewhat invested in the story, now I'll admit, a few times it's made me chuckle. Like, I've actually thought, oh, this is kind of, there's a certain charm to it. I'm kind of enjoying. A lot of the time, I'm just sort of like, all right, you know, whatever. It's sort of like, a lot of times it feels like I'm an adult sitting down to watch Saturday morning cartoons and feeling like I just not, like, I wish I could get into this, but nah, it's not working. And so that's my concern, is if I devote 30 hours into doing it, I'll just have spent 30 hours like I watched Saturday morning cartoons that I wasn't into. Just like, okay, well, I know there's an audience for this. Some people really enjoy it. You can't recommend Indivisible? All right. Okay, guys. I need to call it a night. I know usually I say this and then I say that and then I talk for another hour, but I am seriously sleepy. I was sleepy before the stream even started. That's why I called it the sleepy stream. But guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Even though I was sleepy, and I don't know if I go so far as to say I was crabby, I don't think I was unpleasant to be around. I was not certainly as enthusiastic with some of the game suggestions that I received. I noticed Lopis Lucas didn't stick around after he suggested a few epic length games, and I said no. Well, he did say Outlast as well. He had an agenda for what he wanted to see me play, and that was not, I wasn't having any of that. Sleeping Lawyer. Yep. I aim to please. I'd like to think, thank you, AWOL. I'd like to think that I always am, but yeah. Sometimes I see some, like Lapis Lucas comes in and he just like, all he did is come in and tell me, play this game, play that game, play this game. And I'm like, no, nah, no. And then he left. It's like, all right, well, I don't know if he had a great experience in here tonight. All he did was tell me to play games and I said no, and then he left. It's like, well, you know. First person to live in the apartment. Second, oh, it's like brand spanking new. Oh, you're welcome, Nick. So you, those of you who have been playing Cyberpunk 2077, I'm getting an overall positive vibe. Do you think I'm overthinking it by thinking I might put it off for a couple weeks? Like, I won't have time to play it until after I get home from work on Monday. Would be the soonest. And the following weekend, the following Sunday, for any kind of real, like, I'm gonna sit down and just play for a day. For representing Pacific Northwest, represent! Yeah, AWOL, I said we're going camping this weekend. We've got a cabin at one of the campgrounds. So, that's why I can't play Cyberpunk. I'm not mad at that at all. I'm looking forward to it. That's why I bring in books. I'm gonna bring I bought my new Kindle. I got my Wheel of Time on there. I gotta load a few other books in case I get book ADD. I own a few books on Kindle. Well, I figure the longer I wait, the better the better the game's shape will be in. The question is like, is it in bad enough shape right now that if I'm feeling a little bit like not super enthusiastic, should I just wait? Or is it like, no, it's good enough that like once it gets you, once you set foot in there, it's gonna suck you in and you're gonna enjoy it, bugs and all. Tiny. Okay, so nothing game breaking. America. Oh, you did it. European Truck Simulator 2, driving Volvo. Sweet, Connor. So good. Josh, you haven't run into any bugs. All right. Well, yeah, that's the thing. That's the other thing where I was like, really, if I want to have like a day where I can say, I'm just going to play a game today that I want to lose myself in and have like a clear day to play, which is like, that's how I used to play games all the time. But then you hit like, you know, times where you can't do that. My work schedule is more steady. So I don't have days like that much anymore. I mean, I still can find them on weekends. It's just they get filled up with other shit a lot of times. So even something like, yeah, I'm playing D&D the following Saturday, Dungeons and Dragons. It's like, that's a good thing. That's fun. That's recreational. But that's another scheduled day that I'm not going to be able to be like, hey, it's time to do my deep dive into Cyberpunk. It's not going to be that day. But I've really been enjoying playing D&D. It's not like my life is harsh. It's just, it's filled with a variety of things. So it's not a bad thing, but sometimes I'm like, when can I play Cyberpunk? Why do I have to fill my life with such variety of different enjoyments? So, well, it's gonna be raining all weekend, so we actually bought like a Coleman stove. I have a feeling this was kind of an experiment. I think we're gonna be spending most of the weekend just like either bundled up. There's a little porch on the cabin that's covered, and either bundled up there reading or bundled up inside reading. So, and it could be we may end up thinking like, man, camping when it just rains the whole time and it's cold. Maybe we should just wait till spring to do this again. Or we might go, it was so awesome. It was a nice getaway away from everything and away from, we don't get internet connection there or anything. So it's like, you just, a little time just unplugged and we might love it. Get back to your home in the game and then decide. All right. Cyberpunk around the campfire. If you could be in the mood for Skyrim, I think you could be in the mood for Cyberpunk. The only reason I wouldn't be in the mood for Skyrim is I feel like I've played it too much. But I could tell my wife that I don't want to go camping because I'd rather be playing video games. All right. Should we wait until spring? You know, the worst part, Brad, is that it was my idea. She didn't bring it up. A couple of weeks ago, I was looking at campsites, and I saw there's some that have cabins, and I looked to see if they're available, and I was like, hey, there's one weekend where there's a cabin available in December. And then I said, hey, you want to go to a cabin? She's like, yeah. I was like, okay, let's book it. It's my idea. I found it. I can't point my finger at my wife for taking me away from games. It was my idea. But all right, guys, I'm gonna call it quits now. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for hanging out with Sleepy Lawyer, G-Law 3.0. And until next time, remember to just relax a little bit. Just relax for G-Law 1.0. Going camping. Just relax. Take a deep breath. Brad, I know you're at work, but time for a siesta, my friend. Just relax. Go to sleep. And good night. Your eyes are getting so heavy. Go to sleep now. Brad Pritchard, Jazadai, Nixie, AWOL. Go to sleep. Connor Gurney, I'll be waiting for you in your dream. Stone.